I was frauded out of £39,600, and thanks to you, Katie, I got that money back.
You, Katie, saved us £23,000 on our mortgage, so we are incredibly grateful.
Hi, my name is Katie Morley and I'm the Telegraph's Consumer Champion. My job is to help people who've been scammed or treated badly by companies or ripped off. And people usually get in touch with me because they're desperate and they feel that they've got nobody else to turn to. One particularly memorable case that I dealt with was a lady who was scammed out of £40,000 from her bank account, and she really needed the money to renovate part of her home that was crumbling down.
The telephone rang one evening and it was NatWest, so they said, who successfully frauded me out of £39,600. I was in the most terrible pain at the time with sciatica and a slip disc and things, and I have subsequently had several operations. And I was completely enraged by then because I had had a letter from NatWest, which I have still got the hard copy of, saying that they were prepared to refund me the sum of £6.71 in compensation. I was also on very strong medication, so the whole thing was a nightmare, really.
When you came in, I discovered that you had your sort of health complications were much worse than your initial email had made out, and I really felt that that affected your case, and NatWest needed to know about this. Well, it was only sort of 24 hours after we had that meeting, wasn't it, that you had the phone call?
Yes.
To tell you were going to get your money back.
Yes. I felt enormous relief, you know, boo-hoo, actually, really, because I had been so worried about it. You know, the whole family had been. And I didn't really believe it until it was back in my account. I just couldn't believe it for a bit. And the relief, you know, of being able just to sort of not feel that you've been a stupid idiot and done, you know, lost all that money for nothing was extraordinary, really. So thank you from the bottom of all our hearts.
Winning money back for readers usually takes quite a lot of arguing with companies. That is what I had to do with this next case. It was a couple and they were buying a house, but the problem was that the annex of the house was listed on Airbnb.
We'd had the mortgage approved, and only when their valuer came to look did we realise that they were going to turn it down because we had the outhouse. And we did try to talk to them. We said we weren't planning to use it commercially, but they weren't going to change their mind. We were facing a huge penalty as a result. We had really felt so frustrated that they weren't listening to us. It was like they didn't really care. They didn't want to know. They were just happy to charge us the fee. You know, you're on a tight budget when you're moving house. You're paying lots of fees. And it was just an unanticipated penalty.
I basically set about convincing Virgin Money that this was not a commercial property. I'm really glad that in the end I was able to get through to them.
It was amazing. We were so thrilled. We celebrated and we just couldn't believe actually the result that you got for us in the space of a week to have them change their mind and to save us £23,000. It was huge. We love our new home. We are thrilled to be here. It feels so homely already. So yeah, and we believe a big part of that is down to you. So thank you.
I receive hundreds of letters from readers, and probably the biggest issue I come across is fraud. And my number one tip on how not to get conned is never ever move your money into a safe or suspense account. A real bank would never ask you to do that, so never ever do that. I also hear a lot from people who've been ripped off by car hire companies for repairs. The way to protect yourself against that is always buy third-party insurance first. Also, parcels. I hear of an awful lot of lost parcels, and the best thing to do is make sure you go with a carrier that lets you fully insure your parcel. Hopefully you'll never have to write to me, but if you do, the best way to get in touch is via email.